Last time on Mims and Maim.
And walks in.
It's quiet up in there, ain't it?
Well, she's dead.
Oh, Lord.
I know. Well, JB's
she ain't
here.
Been there in a minute, honey. Well, JB.
And now, the continuation.
Whenever we're not alone and I'm on the phone and I ask you something, it doesn't matter what it is. I'm right on top of that, Rose. I'm right on top of that, Rose.
Lord, let's keep on trucking. So, we're at. So Sue loses, Kenny wins. So Sue goes to get a job.
Sorry, Sue.
We're now at Clown Dog.
Yes.
And Sue's working, and hello, young Josh Charles.
Right? I forgot how much of a cutie he was.
He doesn't do it. The thing is, he doesn't do a thing for me as an adult. But like, if I was a kid back then, I would have thought, hey.
No, like in that time period, I was like, yeah, and him as an adult, that's appealing.
And I think part of it is because back then he leaned into the dorkdom or looking dorky.
Yes.
But now he's like a lawyer and stuff, and it doesn't.
Like, what was it? Like the scene later in the toy store, I was like, yes, this would be it for me. Like this would be
girl. Let me just tell you, Josh Charles and Kenny could both get at the same time. We could have, as it's known as, a menage a me.
I think the kids call it a vanilla cream pie.
I don't even know what that means, but I'm ready.
Very vanilla.
let me just take my Tagamet first so I don't shit all over everybody. We good.
Oh my God, not the Tagamet girl.
Oh God. Well, Josh Charles' name is Brian.
Oh, of course it is.
So we're on, and it's with a Y. I looked up. It's Bryan.
Of course it is. It's very California yet again.
So we're on the roof, and Kenny is feeling free. He's feeling his oats. If he and the other dudes are like, you know what, we're going to keep on smoking weed, we're going to keep on drinking, we're going to just keep on skipping school, and we're never going to get out of school, and they start cheering.
Yes. Ugh. The idea of never leaving school sounds like a nightmare.
Doesn't it though? Girl, we are not that far along.
I told you.
I know, like we're on page 4 of I don't know how many of 20. Ooh, girl, she done.
Hey, that's a sign, right? 4 of 20. Wink, wink.
It's true. So we're back at Clown Dog. Brian and Sue are cleaning, and he's flirting real hard with her.
Like excessively not subtle at all.
No. She is very disgusted by the fat and the goop, and there's her manager's like, do everything with a smile, do everything with a smile.
So gross.
She admits she's just there to get money, and like she's helping support her siblings while her mom's away. The manager comes in and tells her to put on a happy face. Girl. So she just quits. If it were me.
Yes.
Actually, this has happened to me. I was cleaning up the dormitory. We had switched managers. And I was cleaning up that dormitory. And she came over. And like I was cleaning the dormitory. Like we were supposed to clean the dormitory. Everything was supposed to be back in its place. And nobody was doing it except for me. So she comes over. Oops, need to delete that. 55-15. Got that going.
Lord?
She comes over.
Wrapped up in that story.
She comes over and says, Mims, why are you still here? Why don't you smile and do this? I was like, well, if you haven't noticed, our sales are down. And part of the reason is this store's such a fucking mess. And I'm the only one here fucking cleaning because you don't give a shit about the store. And she just looked at me and blinked. I was like, yeah, this is my last time working at this store. So I'm going to be transferring back to the other one with the old boss because that's where I'd rather be. Goodbye.
How'd you really think, girl? The look on your face right now is I can see that coming back, like awful, like it came back to you, like fully came back.
Well, Sue quits.
Okay, Sue, go, you do it, you go, girl.
So now we have a little montage where Sue is got resumes that worked, looking through classified ads, picking out outfits. It's super cute. Like
I miss
80s 90s montage. 90s montage.
I guess kids don't do that's not a thing now, right? Just
what montages?
Classifieds. It was circling classifieds and calling people and all that. It's like, wow.
No.
We really are from another era, aren't we? Wow.
So one of the thing is she decides to create a resume from a book, right? Like she gets a book and basically copies it and adds a few extra things in. Well, she's at an office building and the receptionist is being a huge Sue goes to her office building and the receptionist being a huge B to her. Like she's like
giant.
She's on the phone. She's like, I have to send these idiots who don't know to go down to personnel to get for the interview. So she sends Sue down to personnel. And all of a sudden, this woman who played Dolores in Who Framed Roger Rabbit shows up. And she's hands her resume to her. And this woman looks over it and she's like, oh, I'm looking for someone to replace Carolyn, who's the secretary, who was a complete B to her. Yes. But I'm also looking for an executive assistant, and you're a Vassar girl.
Oh,
Vassar.
Come on, Vassar.
Yeah, girl, Vassar College. Lord have mercy. Who knew the 17-year-old whenever I graduated Vassar? Well, Sue Ellen just got a job as an executive assistant to the VP, Rose.
Come on now. You better do it, Sue Ellen.
She has an office with a Rolodex and a computer that has WordStar and Lotus on it.
Not Lotus, honey.
Girl, Lotus.
90s?
Dear listeners, if you don't know, before there was Excel, there was something called Lotus. Lotus 123, which was the spreadsheet from IBM, and it was fantastic.
Those were good times.
Those were great times. WordStar was IBM's, I would think it was, I don't know if WordStar was IBM's, word processor.
I can't remember how all those things were connected back then.
Lotus is the only one I remember being IBM. That one I remember because when I had my first IBM, it had Lotus on it, and it was like, ooh, I got Lotus.
You felt so fancy, right?
I'm powerful, yeah. I had an IBM Aptiva back in the day. That was the one that you could talk to and command it, and like it could record your voice very badly.
I had that one that person from my church built for me.
Oh Lord,
he was a computer building hobbyist, so it was actually not a terrible computer, but it was always so funny because when people would ask him, like, because back then we cared about brands and stuff like that, I was like, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It works.
I would have been happy with the Tandy.
We call it. It runs my Print Shop Pro, so I'm good. Oh.
I remember the first time I got a laser printer. Oh, girl.
Right? It felt like I felt like a millionaire the first time I got one of those things.
Yeah.
It was like, what, $200?
Yes. Yes. Girl,
I remember I got one of those for Christmas one year. That's what I asked for Christmas, and that was what we got for Christmas. Oh.
And girl, I just bought like not too long ago a black and white one for like $50 at the Staples, and I'm like, and it's like perfect. Whatever, you print out as much as I need.
It's the times are a changing. The times are a changing.
Well, Sue finds out she gets paid on 1st and 15th.
Okay.
Well, Gus is here, and Gus is the VP of marketing, and he is a gross.
He's super, super gross.
He's like doing the lip thing and looking Sue up and down, and he but we find out he's with Rose. He's with Rose.
Oh, okay. So he's safe. He's safe.
And her full name is Rose Lindsay, and she's got one rule. If they're ever in a meeting or somewhere that they are not alone, she's to always respond. Sue's to always respond. I'm right on top of that, Rose.
That's right.
I'm right on top of that, Rose. So we're at an arcade, basically a Chuck E. Cheese.
Yes.
And we find out that Sue was paid $37,500 in 1991 worth today is $86,911.
That is not terrible for an executive assistant.
That is not terrible for an executive assistant. And she's a career woman now.
Do it, girl. Do it. With the outfits to match.
I'll have a career women special. That's from Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion.
Yes.
A businesswoman special. Do you have a businesswoman special? I love that movie. Oh, God.
Maybe that should be next year's Halloween.
You're the Rhoda.
That should be next year's.
Maybe it will be. Well, so they go outside, girl. They go outside. And drag queens are stealing the Buick.
This part I definitely did not remember.
I did not remember it either. And they're like, what? Call the cops. They're like, what are we going to do? Say Liza stole our dead babysitter's car?
Like, that scene left so many questions.
Uh-huh.
Like, it doesn't.
Girl, no, it didn't. We know queens.
Yes, but that means that they were out. Where did they come from? That they were now hot wiring this car to steal it in full drag. That's it. It's not the drag queen stealing something. We're used to that. It's the level of effort that went into this moment. That's the part for me. I'm like, wait, what's happening?
Oh, God. Well, so they don't have any money to get home. But here's Brian to save the day.
In his truck.
In his clown dog.
Which I'm surprised Clown Dog just lets him use it. Just all the time.
Yeah, whatever.
He does.
I think that he was in the middle of deliveries. Because he has the extra deliveries and stuff in his car.
Oh, yeah. So he didn't deliver the rest of the deliveries?
Or I think it was just extra. I don't know. Well, we're at home and Brian and Sue are flirting.
Again.
And the kids are fighting over the last snowball in the house.
I ain't had a snowball in a long time.
They're good. I'm not talking about the sexual thing. I'm actually talking about the coconut with the
coconut ones, right?
I love them.
I can't recall. It's been a very long time.
They are bright pink and make your poop weird colors. They're delicious.
Aw. Sounds like a Friday.
So Brian has the leftovers that we just discussed from his delivery. So he hands it to Sue, and then he asks her to go on a date to the beach, and she says yes.
Cue the yay.
Well, it's 5:30 in the morning, and there's a getting ready montage, girl. We're getting ready. We're getting ready. The breakfast that Sue creates for the kids is a box Captain Crunch with a whole gallon of milk and a bunch of spoons.
I ain't mad.
I ain't mad either. I didn't like Captain Crunch that much, but
I did.
I was a Pop Rocks kid.
It was my
Not
Captain
Pop
Crunch
Rocks,
was my
Corn
cereal.
Pops.
Yeah, Captain Crunch was my cereal. Especially Crunch Berry Captain Crunch.
Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
I know we have different relationships with sugar.
No, it's the berry flavoring. I don't like the berry flavoring. It's not sugar.
Oh, I used to get the all berries when that
Let,
one
let,
came
let me
out.
phrase berry flavoring with milk. That is the disgust there. It's
It disgusts you.
disgusts. This is me officially yucking your yum.
Wow. So used to people doing that in life at this point, so it's
I
fine.
know, right? So we're at work. Carolyn is pissed off
Why?
because she was supposed to have that job, and this floozy has taken her job, etc., etc., etc. So Rose has a meeting with Sue, and it's about they're in the industrial uniform division at General Apparel West. So this is not a high end fashion place. This is a mid range,
Yes,
like uniforms and lab coats and that sort of apparel.
correct. This is not like a prequel to Devil Wears Prada,
It kind of is at the end, but
which I kind of loved.
yeah. So we go downstairs and we meet Franklin. He's the designer.
He's one of that guys
Uh-huh.
also.
That guy gays. So Sue is at the computer trying to figure out how to use it, and she's given a bunch of QED reports to update, and she needs to go send a fax. So girl,
Facts.
this computer, we'll get to a fax in a minute. The computer is oh God. Back when I used to work at one of my jobs, there was this lovely woman who wasn't. And whenever the computer wouldn't work, she would scream at it and slap the monitor and scream, "Go, computer, go. Why won't you work, computer?"
Did the computer work after that?
No.
Oh,
She had to go.
it
She
usually works though.
She went through so many monitors, girl.
I can't imagine why.
I don't know. They just didn't work for him.
He's
Well, we find out Sue goes talk to Carolyn for a second, and we find out that she's Brian's older sister.
oh no.
Yeah, because she's eating clown dog, and her brother delivers her sometimes.
Well, this is awful. I mean, that's
Yeah.
like that could be like a potential sister-in-law situation.
So Sue's at the fax machine. So, dear listeners, back before there was email, there was this thing called fax. And some countries, Japan and Germany, still use fax machines. Like
Still?
Japan is they fax. They fax. They fax, girl. And in Germany, for official like correspondence in their legislature, they fax.
Yes.
It's not allowed to email. You fax.
Because it's like for security purposes, I'm guessing.
They never update the rules.
Oh.
Bureaucracy. And in Japan, it's just they like a fax.
That's really very
Facts.
interesting. I mean, of all of the places, right? Like where technology is birthed
Yep.
most of the time. Huh.
Yeah. So,
I can't remember the last
dear
time I
listeners, a
sent
fax machine is a facsimile machine where you put through a form, and you put through a Word document, black and white. It doesn't color is not that good typically,
No, it's
and
not.
it sends it to someplace else, like an email, but not. And the
Over the phone line.
over the phone line. We used to get random faxes at my last job because
Okay.
we still had a fax machine, right?
Got it.
There was a printer, like it was printer fax.
Yeah.
But the number that was attached to this fax machine was one that would get like random cruise advertisements just print out every once in a while, like once every couple of weeks. It's like, what?
That's unusual.
That is unusual.
I think I had to do faxes not that long ago, but fairly recently because you can still do them at Kinko's. They
Girl, you
still
can
have
do them
the
over your
faxing.
computer.
Oh, I guess
You
true.
could just take a you can also do it on your phone. Just take a picture and send it through
It'll
like
just-
like you have to use there's a fax like website and you just go and do it and it sends it.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, this thing I'm thinking about was like a few years
Like
ago. It wasn't
yeah.
even like recently.
Insurance
Ain't nobody
companies.
asking for no fax now.
Insurance companies still love faxes though. They really do.
For hard copies, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. They just like them.
Couldn't they just print it out once you've emailed it to them?
So Sue fights with the fax machine, which is an old like faxes are hard. And they were hard back in the day because that nobody really told you which side needed to be up or what because they didn't have the diagrams they do today.
No.
Well, Sue meets Kathy, who's that woman.
Yes.
And
Big that woman from the 90s.
She shows her how to fax, and Sue hands her the QED report to complete. And Kathy is fucking ecstatic to do it. She's like, I can't believe you trust me. Do this. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
She also wanted her job.
She did, but she wasn't qualified enough.
No.
But she took it like, unlike Carolyn, she's like, yeah, but I'm happy to help, right?
Right.
And that's one thing whenever you're going for a job. If you help the person in the role, you're more likely to get the role later on. That's how corporate structure works. Well, we're back at home.
Yes.
The house is a mess.
Very like 90s messy house too. Just like
Very,
a
very
like a tornado just took the whole place out.
Yes. And like Kenny's there being a mess. Everybody's just being a mess. Yeah. Well, we're back at the office, and there's a dude, David Duchovny, who's asking for the Bob's Big Boy account. Sue's on the phone with Kenny back and forth, telling him to, like, do some shit. And she puts the phone down for a second and tells Bruce the fuck off.
Who gives a reaction almost like he's going to punch her when he does that neck crack thing.
Yeah.
I was like, what's wrong with you, sir?
Yeah.
That's not...
I really hate
kind of
David
reaction.
Duchovny as an actor. I do. I don't think he's ever been good at anything.
I loved him in X-Files.
Did you like him or did you like Gillian Anderson?
I loved them both.
Okay. I find that hard to believe.
I like David Duchovny.
Okay.
The what's the other show he did? Californication. I thought it was a good show.
Okay. You're objectively wrong.
Wow. I haven't heard that phrase from you in at least 2 weeks.
I know, right?
It's like, what's wrong with you? You have to like get back on top of that.
Is this a crochet hook or a sounding rod? You'll never know.
Maybe I'll find out in 10 minutes.
It's such a long time.
You got to work up to it. That's the fifth one in the line.
So there's another phone call, and Kenny's at home, and Kenny picks up and goes, "What?" Oh, it's his mom. No, Mom,
Girl, if that had been my mother and you had sounded like that on the phone, she would have canceled the entire trip and come back immediately just to beat your
leaving the taxi right there, just beat you, and then get back in the taxi and drive back off.
Who are you talking? Oh, Lord.
He's like, "No, Mom, I'm sorry. Everything's great. Everything's wonderful here. Yes, everything's fine."
I gotta go.
Yep. So we find out that Carolyn is special friends with Bruce.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
okay.
And Carolyn's actually that woman too.
She is.
Did you watch Star Trek Discovery?
Discovery. Which one is that?
The one with Oh my God.
Got Bakula?
No. It's a more recent one. The one with Michael Burnham.
Oh, yeah.
She's the admiral in the past. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's that woman. She had a stint on Major Crimes.
Oh, gosh. That's funny. I didn't even... What's wrong with you right now?
Major Crimes, it's one of my 2 shows. It's
That's the Law and Order show, right?
No, girl. It's the sequel to The Closer. It comes on, girl. The Major Crimes with Mary McDonald. That when she replaces Keira Sedgwick on the show.
No. I remember The Closer. I didn't know.
Yeah. So
There was a
she
part
replaces
2.
yes, that lasted for another 5-6 seasons.
Wow, people really love that world, don't they?
Oh, it's so good. It's so bad.
But you just said that all it ever is, she's just kind of like a mystery show, and she just like carries around a large purse or something like
It's
that.
not a mystery show. It's a cop show.
Oh,
It's a crime procedural.
he said she solves crimes.
She does. She solves crimes but through interviewing people.
But she's a cop.
She's a cop. She's a captain.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Because every
it's-
picture you've ever sent me, she doesn't really look like a cop.
No,
she
no,
looks
no,
like
no,
a lady.
no. Yeah, she's a lady with a big purse and
Okay.
carries ho-hos around and wrapped in aluminum foil and sensuously eats them.
I feel like we're gonna do this show one day.
So the thing is, I like Mary McDonald. Do you know who Mary McDonald is?
I know she is. Yes.
Okay.
I know her.
I like Mary McDonald more than I like Keira Sedgwick. I think that's a fair assessment for most people, right? But I like the show, The Closer, better than I like Major Crimes.
The only thing I know about The Closer from just like number one, I know that my mom loves that show. And number 2 is that it has the dude from Police Academy. Like he's I guess a grizzled old dude.
Yeah.
Even though you never watched Police Academy, he is literally the villain of Police Academy.
Okay.
So in almost every season. Or not season, every
No, you can say
show.
season. There's so many of them. It's a season. Yeah, girl. Like we could do The Closer if you wanted to.
I mean, you've just talked so highly about it.
Oh
that
no,
I feel-
no! I haven't talked highly about it. I have said I like it because it's bad. That is not
No, I mean, like that's to me speaking highly about it. I mean,
like it's a little gruesome sometimes.
Oh.
I like it. I like it in a way. So I guess it and Elementary are sort of right there at the same thing. Elementary makes
Okay.
you think. The
yeah.
Closer, there's no thinking. You know who did it, and she's just got to get them.
Oh, kind of like Columbo.
Yeah, actually, a little bit like Columbo because it's just about interviewing.
Like, do you know so like at the beginning of the show, do you see who does the crime
No,
and
you
you're
don't.
just watching
No, you
her
don't.
catch them? Okay, so
You're
it's not
just
like
watching.
Columbo.
Yeah, you just watch them
Gotcha.
catch them.
I still to this day tell every person, and I realize sometimes that's like a broken record. That is one of the most genius things that television ever happened was when Columbo did the show like that, because that was, I can't believe nobody has brought it back at all, because that's such an interesting format to watch the crime and then watch it get completely unraveled.
So we're back at home, and Kenny finds Julia Child on television.
Hey.
So we're back at work, and Rose explains petty cash to her. They can even cash personal checks out of petty cash.
Oh.
Well, Sue has a moment and takes some money from petty cash.
Well, they got no money and they got no food,
I
so
know,
she got to do something.
I know, girl. I know.
She took too much money, but
So we're back at home. Zach is very upset because he and Cynthia are having problems. So Sue comes home from work, sees him crying and upset. So she gives him a Cosmos, says, do this quiz. And, you'll understand things more after that.
That's what you give your young teenage brother is a Cosmos sex quiz.
It's true. It's true, girl. It's true. Girl, hold on just a second. Let me pause a second. We're back. All right, dear listeners, I just had to tell my husband that this was taking a little bit longer than what I thought it was going to. Not that that's a bad thing. We're here for the content, as
We're
they
here
say.
for the yuck yucks. The
Yuck,
yuck
yuck, yuck, yuck.
yucks. The yucks.
So Sue takes a bath. I haven't taken a bath in a while.
Right? Me neither. I need to. I love a bath.
I love a bath. Well, my bathtub at this house was taken over by the cat, which is now recently departed.
Oh, that's right.
I just need to clean up that room.
Mm.
Yeah.
Poor baby.
So while she's taking a bath, upstairs, Kenny's getting the dog high, getting Elvis high. He's got music on loud. Sue goes in there and tells Kenny the fuck off.
She's starting to sound like somebody, but I don't know who.
The mom. Well, we're at the beach with Sue and Brian with a Y.
That sounds so gay.
They're having a picnic.
Not a picnic.
And Sue doesn't know what she wants to do. Brian's thinking he's going to go to University of California, FC, whatever that one is. They have so many.
They do.
They're having trouble deciding on the future because they're teenagers who are actually in their 20s.
Yes.
They kiss while there's fish mating at their feet.
That was supposed to be funny, right? That
Because
part?
they were talking about the fish.
Okay.
and how they
'cause
mate.
I was just like, I think I was just too grossed out by it.
Girl, like you ain't ever put your foot in something gross before.
I mean,
I didn't stutter.
you did. That's true. I ain't getting into all that. That's private information. I was joking. I don't
I know.
really have any.
You, God, prude. It's fine.
Right? Like I'm acting. Last we had this past week was Pig Week. Did I tell you that?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, it's still going on because it was a whole week long thing. So I was still getting tagged in flyers of like leather. I'm like, it's all the same people. like
Girl,
all is a different. Y'all just got on a different fetish outfit every day, but it's the same people.
girl, did our favorite drag queen show up in fetish gear?
Wait, which favorite drag queen? Oh, stop. She did post something today about being in drag for 15 hours. And I was trying to figure out like how.
She
Like-
was probably tied up.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
God.
I had to make a gigantic butt today for my friend's outfit. Like basically like a butt, I'll have to take a picture now that I think about it. But she's gonna be arm wrestling next week. And
Oh, is the friend I know?
yeah.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a
Did you get some foam and like sculpt?
no. It's all sewn.
Oh.
Yeah, it's all sewn. So and it attaches to like the belt on the back. So like I did what her vision was. I still don't quite understand how this is all gonna work, but I gave her exactly what she wanted.
Uh-huh.
But
Was
as
she-
I put it all together, I'm like, I still don't understand how this is gonna
Was
work.
she
but
happy?
I won't find out till tomorrow. She's out of town
Okay.
till tomorrow. I literally was like, I hope this is right. I mean, it looks interesting to me, but I don't know. It's not in my head.
So we're back at home, and Sue's there. Kenny says the food's already gone. She's like, dude, we gotta like have a budget. Here's some money for groceries, and I need you to do the dishes. So then there's some shot put with dishes, girl.
This is where I actually started getting angry. Like, this is where the age of me now really started to get like, because I remember being a kid, and I remember thinking this was really cool, right? And this is the moment in the movie where my brain is like, oh my gosh, like I really am a different human, like 30 plus years later, that I could want to strangle him after watching him do this.
Well, we're back at work, And Sue Ellen's downstairs approving a PO for Franklin. Gus is here, and he wants to take her to lunch.
Oh,
So they go to lunch, and they're smoking, and
a lot of smoking.
he says that something about getting the juices started flowing when they're at lunch, and Sue Ellen orders a martini, and then he just asks for sex.
So gross.
So gross.
So gross. So
Such
gross.
gross.
Just like,
Hated
every way.
it.
but I guess he was supposed to be powerful, right? Like, so maybe that's a thing that works for him and for other women at that time because, rape culture.
No, because I think he does the same thing to Rose. Like, and she's the same level as him. Like, they're both VPs.
Yeah, but like, I mean,
Maybe yes.
but I have a feeling there's other.
Right.
I have feeling there are other juniors underneath Rose that he has.
That's probably true. He's
Because
probably
it's like the way he kind of did like a whole like let's cut to the chase, as if she was going to just fall right into bed with him. I was like, I feel
Yeah.
like you've done this many times before
Yeah.
with a different success rate.
So they're back at the office. There's some uncomfortable getting off the elevator with Sue just like looking disgusted and Gus going his own way. Excuse me. Then Sue and Rose start talking, and they're getting ready to sell school uniforms because school's not safe anymore, girl.
Oh, okay.
It's for the safety of the children.
Yes, and the profit, girl. The profit.
And Sue Ellen's like, that won't work. Like, students hate this. Students absolutely hate this. Well, I don't know.
In my day,
Yeah. She asks Rose about Gus, and they've been like not non-committal. Like they're somewhere between committed and uncommitted. But he's been wanting to take her on a dirty weekend in Santa Barbara, and she finally this weekend going to say yes.
a dirty weekend in Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
Like those two things don't even mesh together.
No. And so they're leaving, and Sue Ellen is going to go home, and Rose like, you should get some cucumbers, just put them over your eyes. And Sue Ellen's like, I don't even think I have any cucumbers. And she says every girl over 25 should have a cucumber in the house.
Which I was like, oh my God.
Yes, Hunty. Yes.
Like,
Yes.
it caught me off guard.
Uh-huh.
No. Dang it, I want to see how old the boss was, but she is a lady of a certain age. So she does not have the year she was born on her IMDb.
Girl, go to
Just the
Wikipedia.
day. Okay, let me see here. I mean, I'm not even mad at that. I think it's amazing. Like, girl, okay, now you better do it, honey. You better get the dates taken off of here. Oh, she ain't got no IMDb page.
Hold on, Joanna Casti. She's 79 years old. She was born August 2nd, 1945. How's it take you so long to do this?
Oh, I know why. Because it auto-corrected to Johnny Cassidy. I'm like, where is she at? Who is these people? And then I went back up to...
My God, girl.
Ooh.
Oh, she was also the mom on 6 Feet Under. Duh.
Oh my God, that was so funny. So that means when this movie was out, she was 35, 36.
Yes.
Oh. No?
What? 35, 36. It was 91.
So 45. Oh, wait, hold on.
43?
45 to 85 would be 45 or 46.
Hold on, 61.
Because it was 91 it came out, so they had to
Yes.
film it in like 90.
That's true. So that would be 2,
She was our age, girl.
She was 32, I think.
No, she would be 32 because that was
She was born in
45.
1968.
I thought you said she was
Oh,
born
no,
in
that's your years active. That's your
1945.
years active. Lord have mercy, girl. She was born in 1945. You're right.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I mean, I know I'm not that smart, but Lord. You okay?
I'm sorry. Just, I got
Girl, you need to put some cocoa butter on that.
Anyway, so we're at Walmart and they are on a date, Sue and Brian with a Y.
Yep. Yes.
And they decide to bounce on little bouncy balls. Because
I never had one of those.
I did not either, but I have one of those memories, those core memories from when you're really young. I was at somebody's house. I don't know whose house this was.
Okay.
My family was visiting somebody, I think in Florida,
Okay.
who we were related to or something. And the other child had one, and I played on it there. So I have played on one of these, but I've never actually had one. Huh?
Did you enjoy bouncing on it?
I think I did, yes. I was very young.
Oh.
But I also remember in high school when my friends bouncing through the house on it.
Oh, I didn't think you were going to say that. I thought you were going to say something else. I was like, wait, what's happening? What?
Well, there's a video game in Walmart, which is something that I'd never seen before.
Yeah,
Apparently, Walmart was not big
probably.
enough.
I guess that would have been a Nintendo. Well,
no, it was an actual video game. Like it was a console, like Centipede.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought he was just standing at one of those little marquees.
No. It was like a joystick console thing.
That's actually kind of genius.
Maybe it's like The Last Starfighter, and now we die. It's such a good. Have you ever seen that?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. I don't know about you. I don't know what you've seen and what I've seen and what we've seen.
That's true. We've never explored that together.
We never have. It's almost like we don't have two podcasts, Baking Sugar, Designing Women podcast, and You Slavey, a Murder, She Wrote podcast, Maim.
It's like somehow you feel like we'd have more time to explore each other, right? Don't put that finger up and wiggle it at me.
I ain't need none of that.
I didn't ask for no wiggle.
Oh, God. Well, they get kicked out of Walmart. And so they're back home. And they're going through a list of things what to do. And Brian suggests a Dodger game.
Right.
And she's like, yes. And then he's like, well, my sister and her boyfriend have tickets. And then she's like, no.
Yeah.
So Sue's being very, very, very dodgy about work, girl. Like super duper duper dodgy.
Yes.
And it turns into a fight between the two of them.
Right. Which technically feels like a red flag.
Why can't you
For
just leave me
Brian.
alone? I can't just leave you alone. Why don't you just decide to be okay with it? Why? I don't know why you can't be okay with it. If you didn't ask so many questions, maybe I'd tell you more.
Yeah, like Brian's giving me some red flag energy with this confrontational tone.
Well, Dido. That's a white flag, isn't it?
Yes, girl.
Well, she says, quit acting like Henry VIII.
Yes.
And he starts talking about how his sister has this backstabber at work who stole her job. Brian thinks that Sue Ellen's cheating. And they go back and forth some more, back and forth some more, girl.
It's too much. There's too much energy already being put into this that she needs to be going away.
So much energy.
Like, honey, this is not for you. This is not it.
No, it ain't.
This is not it. You need to be this is too much. They ain't no ring. They ain't no relation. This is too much.
Well, girl, Josh Charles is out of here.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Good riddance. Good riddance.
And that is our second cut. All right, this is gonna be a 3 episode, girl. We done. We thought we gonna have two.
Is it
Girl,
really? Oh my God, it is like 6 something.
Yeah, girl. We've been talking for an hour and 35 minutes.